Hello, my PokePadawans and TBU fans alike. Hello, welcome to my TBU Season 3 draft analysis of my team. Yes, I'm back in TBU. It's exciting stuff. I mean, you probably already knew about this anyway, but yes, I'm back in the Battle Union. The TBU, the Battle Union. So, back for Season 3. We've got a new name, partially because I thought I'd lost all the images for the old team, so I had to change it, and then realised that Eric, Ashtrakai, had got the image saved on his computer, so shout out to me jumping the gun. But yes, we're back with a new team name, the Western Weezings. Shout out to Anima for the awesome artwork. So, yeah, this is going to be a draft analysis. Don't know whether you guys saw the live draft that happened last week. If you didn't, then be sure to... I don't actually know whether you can watch it on the TBU Twitch channel. Might want to check that, because it might be archived on there. I don't think it was uploaded because it went on for a while. So don't think it was uploaded. I think it ran on about 4.5 hours. We were aiming for 3. You know, only an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours over. You know, what's an hour or two between friends, eh? But yeah, anyway, I'm waffling. TBU Season 3 Draft Analysis Western Weezings. Let's get into it. So, as you all know, I'm not the best at Pokemon. I kinda suck. I was 12th in the power rankings the entire Season 1, except for 1 week where Shroomraver put me at 11th because I beat Squirtacular. But I went straight back down the week after. So, yes. But when I was creating this team, there were several things I took into consideration, like hazards, cores, stuff like that. So, our draft this season has got hazard setup. It's also got hazard removal. It also has a Dragon Fairy Steel core. It even has a Fire Water Grass maybe not a Fire Water Grass core though, but you know what they say. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Anyway, let's just cut to the chase and go over the mons that I got, shall we? So we started off, we actually drafted the Megas a wee bit early because there were so many of us. There were like 16 of us this season. Because there were so many of us, we wanted to avoid all the stress and maybe cut down the stream time a bit. So we wanted to avoid all the stress drama of the whole Mega being drafted. Because the Mega was the first pick, the rules were the Mega would be chosen first and then the rest of the team would be drafted after. Now the Megas are usually the centre point of a team and you kind of want to build around them. So you'll probably plan your draft based on the Mega that you want, but if you lose your Mega, you lose the centerpiece of your team, and then that completely destroys all semblance of a draft plan that you have, which is why we decided to draft the Megas before the live stream. Now all the rest of the Pokemon were drafted live. Don't lose your heads. It was still a very live draft with a lot of random nonsense and technical issues. There was a bit of an issue with Skype keep crashing. But, yeah. The Megas were the only thing we didn't live draft. But like I say, it's because they had centerpiece of a team, and we wanted a draft plan that would work around the Megas, because they are the centerpiece of the team. So I chose Mega Absol, because never really used Mega Absol before, and I was kind of looking through its moveset, and its coverage is ridiculous. Its attack power is through the roof, and also it's pretty cool at stopping hazard setup because it has magic bounce, which means if anybody wants to set up stealth rocks, they can have those stealth rocks straight back if Mega Absol's in, which is cool. So 150 base attack, not bad at all, not knocking it at all. 60 defense, 65 HP, 60 special defense. Mega Absol's not meant to take hits, it's meant to come in, hit fast, hit hard, and then get the hell out of dodge if the match is still going. So Mega Absol, lots of coverage, lots of power, and yeah, that's the centerpiece of my draft this year. Now, round 2, No, not round 2, because I don't have these in order of rounds. Anyway, right, alright, we're going in a different order. Best draft analysis ever. I don't even know what order I'm talking about the Pokemon. I think it's alphabetic. So yeah, anyway. Next Pokemon on my team is a Pokemon I kind of wanted to play around with. I've never seen it used in its base form. I have seen it used in its Mega form, but never in its base form. It might be because I'm partial, I'm kind of ignorant and don't actually watch a lot of Draft League stuff, mainly because I don't have the time to. But the next Pokemon that I chose was Aerodactyl. Because Aerodactyl is a dude. He's got 130 space speed, which is awesome. Makes him one of the fastest Pokemon, I think, in the season. In the league this season. I know Skyrander's got Mega Scepter. I can't remember what his... I think he's 145, so he might be faster. But, yeah. Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl's a dude. 105 attack, not to be sniffed at. 60 special attack, not so great, you know. It's an Aerodactyl, it's not meant to do special hits. The main key features, the main key central point features, English, with Aerodactyl are its 105 attack and its 130 speed. Basically, it's as fast as hell, and whatever it doesn't kill, it will severely dent. So, yeah. Aerodactyl. It also gets defog, interestingly enough, so that's always fun. At least it's an extra defog option. Second Pokemon on the team is a Aromatisse. I needed a fairy, and the one I wanted went. I wanted Florges, but it was taken by somebody who I can't remember. I don't have the sheet open in front of me, and it will take a million years for me to open it. But yeah, anyway, Florges was sniped, so I had to pick another fairy. So I went with the Aromatisse. It's bulky, yeah. It's kind of on par with Florges, I guess. Takes hits really well. I mean, those defense stats and that HP. Now, I know the defense 72, special defense 89 don't sound great by themselves, but when you pair them with 101 HP stat, they become pretty damn good, to be fair. 99 special attack is pretty respectable. 29 speed. We're not going to be winning any races, but Aromatisse isn't here for races. It's here to basically play cleric. Aromatisse is the cleric of the team. Basically, it comes in, it aromatherapies if it can to get rid of any statuses on the team. It absorbs Draco Meteors. Mega Absol is not my Draco Meteor switching, as has been jested a few times, because apparently Raikou drafted Mega Absol over in the PPL and switched it into a Draco Meteor. So I've kind of been getting the back end of that joke, with people telling me not to switch into a Draco Meteor. I'm not saying it won't happen. Remember, this is me. But, primarily, my first option to switch into a Draco is a Aromatisse, because Dragon doesn't affect Fairy. So there you go. Probably not going to work that way, but that's the idea. So, that's my Fairy. Next on the team, we've got the viewer's choice. This was your choice, guys. This was the one you chose on Twitter. We all had a viewer's pick Pokemon. So basically the last Pokemon on the draft, which is the third bench Pokemon, which means Cincino? Kino? I don't know, Tintino I always call it, even though there's no H. Correct me if I'm wrong, please do. I'm sure I will accurately read the correct pronunciation from you writing it in the comments. I'm sure I will translate that perfectly. But anyway, Cincino, viewers pick Pokemon. This was the one you chose for this team, and I've got to be honest, it's kind of the one I was hoping to get, because I just want to play with Cincino. I was actually talking about this Pokemon with Bluesy and Gareth over at Nationals the other week, and we were saying that its stats are surprisingly good. You know, I'd never used the Pokemon before. Usually when you think Cincino, you think, ugh, it's going to be Skill Link Kingsrock. Ugh, don't want to deal with that crap. But I think Kingsrock's banned, and even if it's not, I'm not going to use it like that, because I'm not a douche. I'm going to use it in much more creative ways. Shout out to Carmind. So yeah, Cincino. Normal type, good for absorbing a Shadow Ball, I guess. Decent coverage. I mean, yeah, you've got the Skill Link set, but it also has Technician, which is pretty cool. Technician's a cool ability. A cute ability? It also gets cute charm, I think, but yeah, Technician, Skill Link, both cool abilities. So hopefully Tintino's gonna shine and do things on the team. That's the hope. The next Pokemon that we've got is another Pokemon on the bench. It's part of my Fairy Dragon Steel Core, and it's somewhat flammable. No, it's not Scizor, it's a different metal bug. It's Durant. We've got Durant this time. Yep, we've got another steel bug. We drafted another steel bug. Last time it was Scizor, this time it's Durant. I don't plan on trading this away this time. I mean, I don't know how good of a trade Scizor for Superior was last time. But anyway, that was Season 1. This is Season 3. Hopefully we're going to do better. So yeah, Durant is my steel Pokemon because I needed something that can take on fairies. Because at the time I was kind of looking at Moonblast and thinking, this kind of runs through my team. Specifically, I was looking at Mega Altaria, who, yes, ran through the team. Although I suppose if I did come up against Mega Altaria, it could just run HP Fire and just blaze me to death. Because that combination of 58 HP, 48 special defense, that's not living a HP Fire from a Mega Altaria, I don't think. That's not living a HP Fire from a lot of things. Unless it's running Focus Sash. Or maybe an Ockerberry. But even then I'm not sure. But yeah, anyway, Durant. Got Hustle for that extra power. We can play Shenanigans with the Truant ability. And we've also got Swarm if I don't want the accuracy drop of Hustle. Or the losing a turn every other turn to Truant. So that's a third option, I guess, is Swarm. So I mean, it's not a terrible ability. It's not great, it's not terrible. But yeah, Durant's here to kill fairies, basically, and maybe take a Moonblast or two. So, yeah, Durant. Next on the team is the psychotic bat Pokemon himself, Gliscor. Now, Gliscor was my first choice for hazard removal. Actually, no, that's a lie. He wasn't my first choice. My first choice was actually Donphan, because I wanted to play around with its physical move pools. It gets like Seed Bomb and Play Rough and stuff like that. But unfortunately, it was taken by Skyrander, I think? Could be wrong. But yeah, Donphan was taken. So I went with the next best thing, which is Gliscor. Gliscor, as anybody knows, is a pain in the backside to kill when he's got Poison Heal, especially if he twins it up with Roost and Substitute. That's one of Pokemon Showdown's favourite sets to play with, or at least it used to be. I haven't been on there for a while, so I don't know so much anymore, but yeah. 75 HP with a 125 defense stat, and even the 75 special defense stat, that's pretty respectable as a defensive Pokemon. But defensive is not the only game that Gliscor can play. Gliscor is also pretty decent as a physical offense mon, because it gets Hyper Cutter, which means Intimidate mons can't lower its attack power, which is cool. It's got 95 attack power, which is also cool, and 95 speed is kind of respectable, so we could very plausibly run physically offensive Gliscor. Or I could be a man and run special Gliscor if I can find enough special moves to make up a full move set. I think I actually looked at that, and Gliscor does not have a lot in the way of special moves. Or maybe that was a different Pokemon, I can't remember. There was definitely one of my Pokemon I looked at, and its special move pool is absolutely abysmal. And I think it might have been Gliscor. But anyway, Gliscor is one of our hazard removals. He's also going to be one of our primary hazard setters, so kind of an important Pokemon on the team. We don't really want to be switching him in on any ice type moves, specifically special ice type moves, because he's not going to enjoy those very much. Not very much at all. I mean, even the physical ice moves are going to sting. But yeah, Gliscor, hazards, crazy bat, cool dude on the team. Let's go. Next Pokemon, Jellicent. This is my water Pokemon. I know I don't have a fire, water, grass core because I've got no fire type. But who needs fire types, huh? This coming from the person who's taken Mega Fire types for the past 2 years to Nationals. Yeah. So anyway, Jellicent is our bulky water type. I think Jellicent was my primary choice for water types, because I kind of wanted the ghost typing as well, so that we can avoid, so that we kind of got an answer to fighting types. The last thing I need is something like Terrakion running through my team with Scarf Close Combat, because I'm not going to enjoy that at all. So Jellicent's kind of the response to that. I mean, water types are pretty good defensively anyway. They're one of the best defensive types. 100 HP along with 105 special defense and 70 defense makes it fat as anything. It's a pain to take down. We don't enjoy knockoff so much, but who does in this day and age? Unless you're like a sticky hole Gastrodon. I think that's the name of that ability, sticky hole. Whatever it is, the one that doesn't let you drop items. But yeah, we've got Stab Ghost coverage, we've got Stab Water coverage, Skull, we've got a Will-O-Wisp option. What else can you do, Jellicent? Got Curse Body, which auto disables any moves that hit it physically. I think we've got Water Absorb as well. Jellicent, do you get Water Absorb? I can't remember because I'm bad at mons. But yeah, Jellicent's a cool dude. He's gonna be one of our main defensive mons, I think. But with 85 special attack, we could maybe run him a bit more offensively. Possibly, perhaps. We'll have to see how time goes. So yeah, that's Jellicent, our water type Pokemon. The next mon on my team. Now, you'll remember that last time, not last season, because I wasn't around for season 2, because my old computer was a pain in the ass and decided to stop running as well. I've still got it, I'm trying to fix it, and not having a lot of luck because I'm an absolute dirt when it comes to technology. But anyway, I'm getting off track. You remember season 1? Who can forget? I drafted Mr. Mime. Yes, the legend that is Mr. Mime. I'm sorry to report, don't get excited, sorry to report, he's not making a return appearance in Season 3. I'm not saying he never will, but he's not reappearing this year, this season, this year, this decade, this day. He's not coming back, he's not here for Season 3. Instead, we've got a different Pokemon. Kind of almost as memey, although I've actually been told that it's kind of not a bad mon, which I was surprised about. But yeah, drafted a different meme mon this year. Year. Why do I keep saying year? Jinx. We've got Jinx. That's the mon that I drafted. Round 4, I believe this was, because Alex, Monty Burnett, drafted his Sneasel as a meme pick. Inverted commas, you can't see because I don't have the camera on. But yeah, Sneasel as a meme pick, which honestly I don't think it is, because Sneasel's a pretty solid mon. So I wanted to, respond to his meme pick by making my own meme pick, which was Jinx. So round 4, Jinx. There you go. HP 65? Nope, not living a hit. Defense 35? Nope, still not living a hit. Special defense 95? Probably not living a hit. But we've got 95 speed, respectable. 115 special attack, not bad. So if we can come in, get some special hits off, we might actually do some damage. You never know, might even get a few KOs. Mr. Meme got 2. That's the record to beat. So yeah, Jinx. It's also a switch into water type attacks because it does get dry skin. I also get Oblivious in case I'm worried about being Confuse Raid, I guess. Not that anybody's going to use Confuse Raid because I'm pretty sure that's banned. Unless they changed the rules since the last time I looked. But yeah, Jinx, dry skin, absorbs water, dies to the slightest bit of sunlight. But yeah, it's going to be fun to use. I'm looking forward to having some fun with the definitive Lady in Red. So, the next Pokemon on my team, I'm not even sure how far we are, I think we're about halfway through. Next Pokemon on my team is, now, it was commented by Chaos in the Sky, who is known for his brutal burns in the TBU chat. It was commented that nobody had drafted Latias. And this was about round 4 or 5, something like that. Anyway, the draft goes on. Round 9 comes to my pick. I was looking for a dragon. I wanted Haxorus. But Sinister Sableye beat me to it. Damn you! So I had to draft another one. And then I remembered what Chaos said before. So I picked up Latias. Yes, I picked up dear old Red. But I've used Latias before. Latias actually accompanied English. Latias actually accompanied me to VGC Nationals back in 2015. Don't know if you know that, but he did. Didn't do so well, but he did things and stuff. Mainly getting killed, but he did do things and stuff. He tried hard. So yes, Latias, not my first rodeo with this Pokemon, but it's going to be cool and interesting to bring him to singles. I don't think I've ever used him properly in singles before, so I'm kind of happy to be reunited with this Pokemon. Base 80 HP, it's cool. Base 130 special defense, pretty awesome. Base 90 defense, this is going to be a very tanky Pokemon. I think this is actually one of the tankiest, if not the tankiest Pokemon on my team. So that's cool. We've got an base 80 attack stat, which is decent. We could do things with that, I guess. 110 special attack, certainly we can do things with that. And 110 speed, definitely can do things with that. And I've just realised I've been reading out all those stats when they're on the screen for you to see. Yeah, well done, Jedi. Well done. But yeah, Latias gets Defog. That's cool. Can drop Dracos on things. That's also cool. Can kill things with Psyshock. Again, pretty cool. Not so much that it's weak to knockoff. That's not so cool, but you know, you gotta take the good with the bad. So yeah, Latias. As I said, probably the tankiest Pokemon that I've got on the team. And hopefully will garner me a little bit of good favour with Chaos in the Sky when it comes to power rankings. Although, I think we all know I'm going to end up bottom of the table. So, yeah, let's move on to the next Pokemon. Now, the next Pokemon is actually another Pokemon that accompanied me to Nationals in 2015. This Pokemon was my Wide Guard user because I love Wide Guard in VGC. This was the Pokemon that brought it with me, and it's also a very hard hitter. It actually got a few kills as well. It is, of course, not Mega Houndoom. No, I'm sorry, I've already got my Mega, and Houndoom can't use One Guard. No, it is in fact, Mienshao, or as I called it in the stream, Mienshao, because I'm an idiot, as we already know. So yeah, Mienshao, a cat thing with a big moustache with long sleeves. Cat, maybe? I don't know, I suppose he's more like a weasel, isn't he? I don't know. Shut up, Jedi. So, those stats pretty much speak for themselves. Again, this is another fast, hard hitter. Kind of offensive, my draft, I think, actually thinking about it. 125 attack, it's not bad at all. I mean, the defenses leave a little bit to be desired, but again, it's not really one of those monsters used defensively. I mean, it does get Regenerator, which is decent because it gets U-turn as well, which means you can come in, maybe take a light hit, U-turn out, and then both get the Regenerator boost for Mienshao, and then if you're going turn 2, it's a safe switch in for whatever you U-turn into. So, yeah, I mean, at 105 speed, we're not going to be getting it spit by a lot of things, since the mons that are drafted are very varied, and they're not going to be like super lightning fast mons. So it's probably not going to be like a huge number of opponent mons in this season that'll outspeed Mienshao. I mean, I could run negative speed, I guess, but we'll see. Probably the best ability, in my opinion, for Mienshao is Reckless. I think it's Reckless. It's Reckless. Yes, it's Reckless. With High Jump Kick. That destroys things. Absolutely wrecks them. Reckless High Jump Kick? Goodbye. Unless you're a ghost. Or maybe a poison psychic type, or something else that quad resists fighting moves. Xatu. Xatu quad resists fighting moves, but it doesn't like a U-turn. So again, Mienshao can hit it pretty hard. But, no, wait, it's neutral to U-turn because it's psychic flying. Yes. Anyway, I'm rambling. So yeah, Mienshao, our fighting type. Cool dude. I like Mienshao. So that's 2 Pokemon that I've used before. So, you know, maybe that past experience will come in handy. Even though it was in doubles, you know. At least I've used them before. Next Pokemon on the team. This is actually the penultimate Pokemon. I know I'm rambling and I do apologise. I have a tendency of doing that. Next Pokemon was actually supposed to be my round 2 pick, but I had to force it to round 1 because I wanted Excadrill in round 1, but it got taken like by the 4th or 5th person. So I moved my round 2 up to round 1 because I knew it was going to be a high priority pick. It turns out just as well that I did pick it early because Eric Ashton Akai wanted this Mon. He ended up with Zapdos instead, which is still a pretty respectable pick. But I got Raikou, or as I usually call it, Raikou, because Rai, like Raikin, and then Cow, because Cow, I don't know, it was funny at the time. So yeah, Raikou, Lightning Doggo, Cool Beams, 90 HP, that's cool. Again, it's another one of these fast heavy hitters. I've got a pretty offensive draft this season. 115 special attack and speed. Again, there's not going to be much outspeed in this. Special defense is respectable at 100. Again, with the base 90 HP, that means I could run it kind of bulky. You know, take a few special hits here and there. Doesn't enjoy earthquakes, but to be honest, between Latias, Aerodactyl, and Gliscor, I've got as many earthquake switch-ins as I'd ever need. So, yeah, Raikou, gonna do lots of zappy things. But Raikou is not the only electric type on my team. No, there is another. The final Pokemon on my team, although it was the second Pokemon that I picked, is in fact Rotom Mo. Yep, we've got another Rotom, guys, but not Rotom Wash this time. We've got Rotom Mo. So yeah, as I say, stats are on the screen, they speak for themselves. We can run it bulky, we run it offensive, we can play with the choice trick set, you know, all Rotom type things. We can Will-O-Wisp things, which is a nice option to have, because with so many offensive mons, we don't really want to be taking hits as much. I mean, I've got Latias, I've got Aromatisse, I've got some bulk on the team, which is cool. But it's quite an offensive draft this season. So if I can burn anything and lower its attack power, then you can bet your beans on sure as hell gonna. So I've actually got 2 Will-O-Wisp mon on the team between Rotom and Jellicent, which is nice. But yeah, Rotom Mon. And that, ladies and gentle persons, is the team. That is the Western Weezings for TBU Season 3. So, after all that waffling, if you're still here, first, well done for sitting through all that rambling. Secondly, thank you very much for staying. Thank you very much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Matches start week coming, so be on the eye for those. The weekly team analysis for the match will be up on the Thursday, and then the battle itself will be up on the Friday, because it's better to run videos separately. I mean, if you're old hands at the TBU, I just said the Battle Union, well done. If you're old hands at the Battle Union, you know the draft analysis, the team analysis on Thursday, and then actual battle on Friday, which is better to have the 2 separate because it's not such a long-winded video then. Like this one. This is a pretty long-winded video because I can't shut up, you know. But yeah. So yeah. Hope you guys are looking forward to seeing how the Western Weezings do in Season 3. Again, shout out to Anima for the awesome art. our first match is against Sinister Sableye. That's going to be interesting. Very interesting indeed. So, once again, thank you very much for joining me, TBU fans, and my PokePadawans as well, coming together in one united front. And I love you all. Take care of yourselves, guys, and I will see you either in one of my streams or in the team analysis next Thursday for my week 1 match, again against Sinister Sableye. So, yeah, you guys have a good week and I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.